Welcome. Good evening. Thank you for joining me. Today, I have something quite exciting to show you. So we're just going to jump right into it. No ifs, ands, or buts. Let's just get right to it. So what we have here, holy shit that is loud, is Densha de Go for the Nintendo 64. And as you saw very briefly, for literally just 1 second, as the OBS was struggling to pick up the stream, we are going to be doing some achievement hunting in this game today. And by that I mean we are going to get some retro achievements. So it's kind of a lot to break down from the get-go, but I'll do my best here. What we are looking at is an emulated version of a Nintendo 64, a virtually emulated Nintendo 64, playing the video game Densha de Go 64 through a proprietary English patch of this same software. So what does all that mean? Well, basically, this is a video game where you pilot a train. It was released on the Nintendo 64 in the region of Japan only. And years later, years and years after its release, perhaps more than 2 decades even after this game's release, I don't know actually the exact date, there was an English patch released, so an unofficial modification of the game to convert its Japanese text to English to make it playable for a Western Densha de Go fan who may not understand, speak, or read any Japanese. So this is quite exciting for us, because that is the exact position that we find ourselves in today as we boot this game up. I have played some of the Densha de Go games before, and I've also in fact played a little bit of its spin-off, the Railfan series. I own Railfan for the PlayStation 3 specifically. I don't remember if it has a particular name, but the version of the game that has the Chicago Brown line, I can actually check that right now. Let's find out. Let's see. So it seems like the audio is just Railfan. Let's see if we can narrow this down. Yeah, it's literally just Railfan for PS3. There's multiple versions. There's multiple releases of Railfan on PS3, but the one that I own is just called Railfan with Chicago Brown line. So, I mean, yeah, so I think the audio is a little bugged out, unfortunately. But we're really just gonna jump right in here because I'm quite excited to try this. So to kind of put things into perspective, I gave a bit of an introduction of what Densha de Go is in and of itself. Yeah, the audio is bugged out. It's like, it's fast. It's okay, because I think the actual game works. Hopefully. So let's find out before we continue. Okay. So, another interesting thing I just noticed with the so we're jumping into this tutorial. Before I continue it, and you're able to read the text as I am, which is something I'm not used to in playing Densha de Go. But the reason that I'm playing this particular translation for this particular console is that it has Densha de Go Nintendo 64 is the only Densha de Go series that has what we call RetroAcheivements. RetroAcheivements are basically a hook on top of RetroArch, which is the kind of an emulation software hub of sorts. But essentially, the way it works, to my understanding, is that so RetroArch has a built-in function where you can sign into RetroAchievements, and then through some kind of software magic, your progress in said retro games or games that you play in RetroArch are kept track of by this RetroAchievements hook, and so your profile will update as you reach certain levels of competence or achievement in various video games. So all that's to say, it's basically just like Xbox 360 achievements, but for emulators, and which is, this is what we're partaking in. So we've got a bunch of layers going on, but what we're going to do is simplify it down to just seeing if we can pass the tutorial. In Densha to Go 64, English translation patch, and see how it goes. So I've played a good amount of this game, only in Japanese. I'll be honest, it's not easy to do that. So I figured that we can just, see how it goes for us if we do this in a language we can understand. So we're going to release the brake, set the master control to 5, and we are off to the races. We're pulling out of the station in our train. So we're just going to see how we do. We're supposed to accelerate here to 90 kilometers per hour. I am using... I wish I had a proprietary train controller. Unfortunately, I do not. So we are using an Xbox Series X controller to play this video game. And I'll say right off the bat, that's right. One of the things that I really like about the Densha to Go franchise is that it is... Okay, we're going to accelerate past this text. It's a game that you don't really need to be so active in playing. So, I'm just chilling. We're actually coasting right now, as per the text of this tutorial. But it can be a somewhat meditative experience as long as you kind of get into a flow state with it. So we're gonna need to blow our horn here. Not a problem. You can kind of get into a relaxed state of mind as long as you have a very general idea of what you're doing. Which this is why we're doing this tutorial. Let's see if we can figure it out. Okay, we're on schedule. It is, I'll say, a very almost disorienting experience to play this game translated, when the majority of my time, as I've already previously said, is been through playing this game exclusively in Japanese. Like, it really just feels a little bit uncanny. And obviously, all the audio cues, all of the pre-recorded train lines, all of those remain in Japanese, of course. Okay. So we're going to have to decelerate as soon as you see a blinking speed limit warning. So we're going to set the brake to 7, which we'll do by pressing the B button. And just like that, we've begun to decelerate. Please release the brake by pressing A. Just stop it. Okay, I see. The speed limit is in effect once it stops blinking. Abide by the speed limit until it's cancelled. Okay. Now there's no limit. So we could speed up if we wanted to, but we're going to stop pretty soon. So there's no reason to. So this is a stopping station. And this is where all of the tension in Densha to Go lies. I mean, well, not all of it, but and maybe perhaps as you get deeper into the understanding of playing Densha to Go, you know, because I would consider myself a true novice. As you get deeper into this game, you may find that there's a lot more to it than this. Before, in my experience as a very casual Densha to Go appreciator, you know, all of your all of your tension in this game comes from, can you stop at the right place at the right time? Obviously, everything in your PlayStation kind of ties into this, but let's just listen to the tutorial. So we're going to set the brake to 5, and now you're going to set it to 3. See, we're doing a lot more per second than we have in any other part of the tutorial. So we're going to set the brake to 1, and we're probably going to stop it all the way. Perfect. You stopped the train quite well. Thank you. Different routes and engines will require different technique. Be sure to practice more on your own. That's it. And that's crazy that that's the entire tutorial. And you'll have seen now that we have earned, very proudly so, our first retro achievement. Look at that. Fucking beautiful. So what we will do now is see if we can get more. So let's just jump right to the most basic Japanese railfan appreciator. Also, by the way, for some reason the audio is no longer, the song is no longer bugged and playing at the correct speed. I just would like to know. So here in arcade mode, it looks like we can pick our desired rail line organized by the different regions, I suppose, of Japan. We're going to go with Kanto here. Familiar to any and all of our Pokemon fans in the audience. And we're going to jump right to a level 3 difficulty. Rail line. I'm going to take control of the 205 series, the Yamanote train line. We're going to ride between Tokyo and Shinjuku. And we're going to see how we do. Alright, we can release the brake, and we are off. So now that the training wheels are off, not only that, but I've picked a slightly more difficult route. I'm kind of worried that this will all just immediately collapse into disaster. But okay, so we have to stop at the next station immediately. So these Yamanote line stops, they are dense. Here's another train coming right at us. Let's start to slow down. We need to really crank it, actually, because we're going a little too fast. So the room for error here is not great. Let's go ahead and start slowing her down. We've got 40 meters. Oh, we're slowing it down a little too far. Now we can crank it all the way. And fuck! 4 meters away. Okay. Unfortunately, we made some of our train passengers have a bad time, but I mean, that really wasn't a terrible stop in terms of stops that I've done in my... Oh, fuck. We got a game over, though. Alright. That's completely fine. We're just going to run it back. Did we just get another achievement? No. We're on our way to getting achievements. Alright. Let's run it. Is this the same? No, this is a different stop. So we're just gonna kind of keep playing from each stop. We're just gonna run it. Actually, I'm gonna stop trying to you know, express any friction onto this and just let the experience itself take control of what we're doing. Because we really, ultimately, I would say, you know, we've already won here. We've gotten one retro achievement, which is all, you know, all I really could have asked for. So we're going to go ahead and slow this down. Not too fast. Just take it nice and easy. Maybe that was a little too fast. I'm gonna coast a little more. Okay. Still a little too much. This is the coward's way to stop. Oh, come on! Not 4 meters being the very specific distance that fucks me over. Okay. We did it. We did it. 8 seconds off. That's not a bad stop. I think I accidentally use signals to proceed. Okay. I totally accidentally pressed the fast forward button. That's right. This is true. What the fuck is the fast forward button by default in RetroArch? Because I totally just pressed it on my keyboard. 4 does mean death. I got so excited that I stopped right for once. Space. Ah. Okay. Well, we tried. We absolutely did our best. That was not the most impressive first showing, especially considering how it ended, but just run it right back. Can't give up. The only way to get better is through practice. We're just gonna run it right back to the Yamanote line, which is, you know, so desperately basic of me, but let's see what else we got before we do that. We could fucking run a Shinkansen if we wanted to. Man. So many options. Let's do Shinagawa 2 Ueno. And then maybe we can run some... Oh, the audio's bugged again. It's just doing whatever it wants. You know, I've heard that Nintendo 64 emulation is not easy, and I don't have a great computer. Now, it should be able to run Nintendo 64 games pretty effortlessly, in theory, but here we are. Let's get out of here. We have 1,600 or so meters to our next stop. So let's take it all the way. Just gotta be careful, because in the tutorial we were in a pretty suburban looking area, and here we're deep in the city. So I'm sure that there's going to be speed limits everywhere that we're going to want to reckon with. This room for error is just so small. Okay. We gotta really slow her down. Really slow her down. Fuck. It's the shit that happens. We lost so much time because of that penalty. Makes a man just want to restart, but you know what? Show must go on. Alright, so we've got to stop coming up. Speed limit is 75. That means we could go a good bit faster than we're going. Alright, let's slow her down. Slow her down. Really slow her down. Ooh. Fuck. Fuck. Alright, that just went absolutely horrible. I really don't know how it could have gone worse. But that's just, you know, that's just the way of the train life, the Densha to go life. I'm gonna let it time out here, and I think we're just gonna retreat back to the Yamanote line, like a coward. Coward that I am. This is really hilarious. Scoreboard music. Okay. Let's see what we can get done here. Maybe let's just start at the absolute most basic challenge. Okay. This, it seems like this one has our tutorial lady friend. This might be the very same. Abide the speed limit until it is cancelled. Gotta cross this bridge, so we're supposed to hit the horn. Right? Or was that not right? Okay, speed limit has been lifted. Until the next signal, maintain the speed limit. Where's the next? Should be about 90. Okay, I'm so grateful for this tutorial lady being present here for us. Oh shit, we're going a little too fast. There we go. We can coast at around this speed. We did our horn, which is what we were supposed to do. Let's see how we do. We're a little bit behind. It's okay. Should have sped up a little bit, but it's gonna be okay. Please accelerate a little to catch up. Bro, I'm late by like Oh my god. Oh. Oh no! Holy shit! Ugh, what a nightmare. This is just impossible. We've got to retry route. That's the only way. Holy shit. That is so much harder than you think it would be. Please depart. Okay. Don't mind if I do. Speed limit's 35. Abide by the speed limit until it is cancelled. The speed limit has been lifted, but obey the 70 kilometers per hour signal. Until the next signal, maintain the speed limit. Keep all of this in mind. Okay, now we can go 90. And we really need to in order to be there on time. You know what? I will say, like, playing these games in English, I mean in Japanese, without any understanding of what's going on, there was a certain element of ignorance is bliss to it, where it's like, you know, in essence, I didn't truly understand the real stakes of what's going on. I think we're gonna pass this. Okay, we're late by 3 seconds. Not bad. Just a moment. Oh, we need to be decelerating. Oh, we're almost there. We're almost there. Now, if I remember right, as soon as you see a blinking speed limit warning, okay. No limit. But we're stopping pretty soon. Speed up a little bit, and then we start to slow down. Really start to slow down. Fuck! Ignorance is bliss. I mean, we tried. Alright, now I need to make a call, unfortunately.
電車で GO!
Alright. Well, it's kind of starting to behave a little more. Let's see how we're doing achievement-wise. Not good. Not good at all. We have our basic training. Wait. Did we unlock those? Who knows? Let's just run it back. Let's go till we can't go. The Keihin Tohoku line. Ah, shit. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. Depart Yokohama Station. As we almost do at various points in our life. Man. The like little constant grainy audio is unfortunate, but I will admit there is something a little lo-fi and charming about it, even though it is the fault of the emulator and nothing else. Okay, what is the speed limit here? Ooh, it's 75. We better slow the fuck down and fast. And fast. There we go. And then we will stop. Okay, we got some time. Let's just slow her down good and gentle. And gradually. This may be my magnum opus of stops so far. Holy shit. Yes! Alright, we're 1 meter away. And we scared our passengers. But that was the best stop I've gotten so far by a long shot. Alright, and we're off. Man, that is very encouraging, I have to say. No limit. And now the limit is 70 kilometers per hour. So keep that in mind. Do not pass that far. Okay, we do need to go, however, until we pass the line. And I think now there's no limit again, to my understanding. Fuck! I was wrong. I was wrong. God damn, that shit is so unbelievably unforgiving. Ugh. No. So when you see the light, that's when you're given the limit. After you pass the light, that's how you know you can now. Alright, whatever. Just lock in. We really This is a very forgiving timetable. We just really need to slow her down now. We have plenty of time. We have plenty of time. Fuck. Fuck. Alright, we really fucked up. Ugh. That is just... that... Dude, it's not easy. That's the beauty of it, you know? That's really that's the absolute wonderful beauty of life, is that it's not easy. It's not remotely easy. I wonder if... I wonder if you are continuing through, you can still have a chance of getting like a bronze or something. Let's just be honest with ourselves and run back the Yamanote line one more time. And just power through it. Just try and make it all the way to the end. Kind of let that be the decider of our fate here. 20 seconds to get from put it all together here. Tell me there's no speed limit. I dare you. Yeah, let's just use all the continues that we need to. Excuse me, goddamn. Just to see. Okay. We have plenty of time. Plenty of time. Fuck my goddamn life. What am I... That was... I don't understand. Alright. Just gotta lock in. Slow her down. Slow her down. Slow her the fuck down. Slow her all the way down. We were going too fast. We were going way too fast. That's okay. I understand it now. Fuck. One day. One of these days. You know, there's a... This could be delusional, but there's a... almost... football-like sensibility to knowing when to let off the brakes, when to hit the accelerator in the piloting of a train, you know, because you're so desperate to keep your timetable that you know, you're so gung-ho to start moving that train that you do it at the risk of starting too early. Just like a lineman eager to hop off the line of scrimmage. I think you can honk at them like this. Jesus, that was horrible. So, question asked here: do you ever wave at trains going the other way? I think, you know, it's common courtesy to do it. All right, since we didn't get kicked out, I'm just gonna keep it moving. I don't know if you can wave essentially in the game, but you definitely can honk your horn to your heart's desire. We're going to Shinbashi next. Shinbashi, which is a station I believe I've actually been to in real life. Yamanute line, not particularly enormous, actually. You know, one can famously ride it in the course of about an hour, ride a full loop. That actually could be very wrong. I don't know if that's true. One person can ride the full loop in one day. I don't know if it's actually an hour. Somehow, now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, it feels wrong saying that out loud. But I do know I've gotten off at this stop one time. That is my flex. My flex of the year. We actually have plenty of time. You tell yourself this at every stop, and you still find a way to just absolutely fuck it up every time. Alright. Oh my god. It's not as easy as it looks, you know? This part. You have to get within 1 meter. Look at this. 1 meter. 1 meter. That is a very brutal standard, I would say. How behind are we right now? All that meditative piece I was talking about earlier has really just completely gone out the door, unfortunately. But you know, despite the difficulties that I'm encountering, I will still say this is enjoyable. And really the being able to actually read what's on the screen is truly a revolutionary way to play this game. Okay. We need to slow the fuck down. We need to slow the fuck down. Important tip, do not forget. Alright. think I need a lot more training. But that's the fun of it. And we got like 2 achievements, I think. Maybe even 3. Let's hit the... yeah, we'll hit the Yokohama to Shinagawa and just see what we can make happen here. One more time. One more time. Now this is the one where I think it's very easy to get fucked by the speed limit, so we're gonna have to keep that in mind as we move along here. So I guess I'm starting to realize, like, it's important to observe your surroundings. Look for flashing lights. Keep in mind that at any possible moment, a 75-mile-per-hour speed limit will just be thrown onto the screen, and your compliance is not only required, it is expected. Okay, we've got to slow the fuck down. Desperately, but not too much. Okay, now we do need to slow down desperately. I think this is the stop I did good on last time, I think. Still feels good. Still feels good, even if the guy put his head through his newspaper. Still feels good. Get the fuck out of here. Got a ways to go as well for the next stop. I think I'm missing information. Like, there has to be something I'm not seeing when it comes to these speed limits. Love that Taito logo on top of the building that we just passed. Slow her down. We'll coast. We'll coast at 80 kilometers. Watch for lights. Our stop is coming up. We can start to slow down a little bit. Just a little bit. We should start slowing down majorly. Great. Urgency. Now. Oh god. Ooh. Not bad. Not bad. He's gonna put his fucking head through that newspaper every goddamn time I stop, but we've chained 2 good stops in a row. Or passable, not game over stops in a row. And for that, I will absolutely celebrate. Now we gotta chain together some of the other important rules that we've been taught, like remembering to honk, and pull the horn when we're crossing any bridge. I'm gonna watch these lights. But see, that shit feels so good when you do it right. Oh shit. I feel like I'm just so nervous. So nervous about a potential stop. Okay. Potential speed limit. We're making good time. It would be fun to have one of the proprietary train controllers for this game. But I already own so much plastic. But every time I play it, I think about that. I think about how much fun it would be to own. To own those controllers, how much fun it would be. Okay, how are we doing on time? We've got 15 seconds to make this stop. I'm going to start slowing down significantly. We have a lot of speed to lose. Okay, it's okay. Oh no. Fuck! We were doing so good. I will continue. I will continue here. Get the fuck out of here. That was so close too. But see, you know, I guess like I was saying earlier, you know, all the tension for beginner Densha to Go players, it's right there in the stop. I'm sure that as you get better at the game, like the stop becomes more and more automatic. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's always gonna be where the tension will be. But nonetheless. Okay. It's a desperate attempt to honk as we cross the bridge. I guess the key is, unless there's a speed limit, you really want to be cranking it, but also aware of how close you are to that stop. Oh, we're going really fast. Slow it down a little bit. You'll be stopping at the next station. You're coming in hot, motherfucker. Holy shit, yeah, there's no way, right? Unless? The e-brake? Fuck my life! We were going way too fast. What is he saying? And why is he eating the newspaper now? You bastard. I know it was a bad stop. I know it was. Fuck. When operating a train, always be punctual. Understandable. Have a good day. We gotta go. Clock's always running. If you haven't seen the train controllers that people use for this game, one of the crucial aspects of a lot of them is that a lot of the times, like the genuine ones, they come with pocket watches, and the controllers have these plastic controllers, train controllers for this game. They will have like a slot for the pocket watch, which, I mean, you know, before today I always thought that was cute. It was just like a quaint thought, but now I've realized that it's not that. It's embodying. I am going really fucking fast. It is embodying the essence of what is important for a train controller, train operator, conductor. Oh hell no, there's no way in fuck we're gonna get it down. Yeah, we were going way too fast. But maybe we're going so fast that somehow losing these 10 seconds to the speed limit will be cancelled out by how goddamn fast we are going. And you're stopping so slow. Okay. Cruise right in there. Right in there. Right in there. Oh, that was terrible. We're ahead of time. We fucking have passed. With 10 seconds to spare, no less. Alright. I'm gonna chicken out today, and I'm gonna call it here, but that was a lot of fun. I clearly need a lot of practice. Let's not get in trouble with our train friend. But I'm gonna come back to this because I think there's a lot more observation to be had and a lot more practice to be done. So hopefully next time, if and when I do this again, I'll either have more achievements or have more to show. Last thing we'll notice, if you look down there, for some reason the like speed run retro achievement shit activates during the track mode, which I find hilarious. Alright, thanks for joining me.